better be alert because we are going to discuss about a very essential topic today. Okay? Okay. Can you tell me which is the basic thing which is need to survive our life? Air, water. Good. Sit down. Air, water. Then food. Food. Very good. Food is very essential for our survival. So air, water, food, these are very basic essential things for the survival of our life. Okay. In that, water is the very essential thing that is going to be discussed now. So today we are going to see about water. Our earth, it has been divided into land, water and other resources, isn't it? Can you tell what is the percentage of water in earth's surface?
71.
71%. Very good. Sit down. The percentage of water in the earth's surface is 71%. Abita, what is the percentage of water in earth's surface?
71%.
71%. Very good. Sit down. Shiba, can you tell me what is the formula of water? H2O. Very good. The formula of water is H2O. Okay. Now the three states of matter is solids, liquids and gases, isn't it? The three states of matter is solids, liquids and gases. Sheila, can you tell me what is the form of water in the case of solid?
It is in ice cubes.
Ice cubes. Very good. Sit down. The form of water in the case of solid is ice cube. Okay. The next states of matter is the liquid one. Amal Raj, what is the form of water in the case of liquid?
Water.
It is in the state of water itself. Very good. Sit down. The last form is the gas. Deepa, what is the form of water in the gaseous form? Water vapor or steam. Good. Sit down. Steam or water vapor. Okay. Now we are going to see the composition of water. Already you have told the formula of water is H2O, isn't it? Now we are going to see the composition. As you know already, the formula of water is H2O. You have the hydrogen atom and the oxygen atom in it, isn't it? Deepa, can you tell how many hydrogen atoms are present in water? Two. Very good. Sit down. We have two atoms of hydrogen in the formula of water. Next, Abita. How many atoms of oxygen you find in the formula of water? Two. This is oxygen, isn't it?
Oxygen 1.
One. Very good. Sit down. You have only one molecule of oxygen in the formula of water. Okay. Now, this composition of water could be verified or it could be found using an instrument. Okay. That instrument is called Hoffman water voltameter. Okay. The instrument that is used to detect or that is used to find the composition of water as H2O is called Hoffman water voltameter. Okay. Now next we'll pass on to the physical properties of water. Can you tell me the physical properties of water?
Waterless, colorless.
It is a colorless liquid. Shiva, can you tell? Good, sit down.
It is odorless.
Odorless liquid. Very good. Sit down. Does water has any taste? Deepak? No. So, very good. Sit down. The basic physical properties of water. It is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless liquid. Okay. The next property is it has a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. That is, the water converts from its liquid state to the gaseous state is called boiling point. So, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Next one is the freezing point of water. Shiva, what do you mean by a freezing point?
When a liquid changes its states from liquid to the solid.
Very good, sit down. The state of the liquid to its solid state is called freezing point. So, water changes from its liquid state to the solid state is what? Ice cube, isn't it? It freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So, the freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Next, this is a very important physical property of water. What it is it? It is called a universal solvent. What do you mean by a universal solvent, Vishnu?
Any solute can be dissolved in this water.
Very good, Sudha.
Water is called as a universal solvent.
Universal solvent means what? You can dissolve all solids, liquids and gases in water. It is called a universal solvent. Next, we will see about the chemical properties of water. In the first chemical properties, we are going to see about the reaction with sodium. How does water reacts with sodium? Okay, what is the end product that we get is when sodium is Na, is represented by Na. When Na reacts with water, that is H2O, it gives NaOH. Okay, Vishnu Priya, can you tell what is NaOH?
Sodium hydroxide.
Excellent, sit down. NaOH means sodium hydroxide. The next property is how water reacts with magnesium oxide. Sorry, it's reaction with magnesium. Okay, what is water gives as an end product when it reacts with magnesium? It reacts with magnesium. The water gives MgO. MgO means magnesium oxide and hydrogen. Okay. Deepa, what is MgO? Magnesium oxide. Good. Sit down. The last property is the reaction with calcium. How does water reacts with calcium to give the end product? Ca means calcium. Okay. Calcium plus water, it gives CaOH twice. What do you mean by CaOH twice? Sheila?
Calcium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide. Good. Sit down. So, calcium when reacts with water, it gives CaOH twice. It is called calcium hydroxide. So, today we saw what is the percentage of water in Earth's surface. Then we saw about the formula of water. Then what are the composition of water and how the composition is being detected. And next we saw the three forms of states of water, how it has been classified as solids, liquids and gases. Then we shift on towards the instrument that is used to detect the composition and the physical properties of water. Then finally we saw about the chemical properties of water. How does water reacts with sodium, magnesium and calcium. Finally what are the end products. The next class we will see something detail about water. Thank you.